What is up, guys? So today we're back on the State of Real. My name is Tom, and today we're going to go through how I'm going to clean the T-Bird engine. If you haven't seen the T-Bird, this is a 64 T-Bird, and the engine bay was quite dirty. Now, as you can see, some of you guys who saw it before, I actually started cleaning it, and this is with green Scotch-Brite and my trusty oven cleaner that I always use to clean stuff. So I have everything kind of pushed over here on the side of the garage, but just for reference, I'm using Easy Off oven cleaner, so that works pretty well. It does soften up the paint a little bit, but I'm okay with that just because eventually this is all going to get repainted. So I just use Scotch-Brite and a bucket of water. I know there's going to be some old heads freaking cringing right now, but down here at the bottom on the chrome, my chrome is extremely pitted. So I wasn't afraid to hit it with some green Scotch-Brite because there was a lot of build-up scale. We live in Pennsylvania, so it produces that greenish scale on all of the chrome when it starts pitting. So I just hit that to clean that up a little bit. There is some just scuzz over top of it from not getting wiped off, but this is what the engine bay looks like without everything in there. This is pretty common. This is where your battery goes, that it rusts out. So I got to figure out how I'm going to fix that, whether I'm just going to cut this whole panel out and put a flat panel in there and weld that together. But for the most part, not too bad. I have some spots here that have a little bit of rust on it, but most of it just looks like a little bit of surface rust or joint rust and dirt. So I'm gonna put you guys on the time lapse here. Hopefully we can get a good angle in the engine bay with the stand over here. But yeah, I'm gonna get cleaning this and then hopefully hose it down. One other thing that I will tell you is I started taking off the the brake booster, and it is so difficult to get it out because the way that all the screws are oriented. So or I should say the bolts. Got all the bolts out, but now I just got to disconnect the link underneath of the driver dash there, which was very difficult. But all in all, I vacuumed everything out. I scraped out as much schmutz, is what I'm going to call it, as possible. So hopefully I can clean this all up, maybe put a little body filler in it, and do some rust conversion and get this painted up here shortly. But today is just about cleaning. It's about to be Memorial Day. I think Memorial Day is tomorrow, maybe. But I wanted to get this cleaned up. That way we can start prepping it for the motor. There's no reason to rebuild a motor or to put it in a really rusty engine bay. So let's get it derusted. Let's get it cleaned up and painted. So here we go. All right, guys, so I'm all done, and it's now time for the reveal. Scrub the whole thing down. This is what it looks like. Boom diggity. Look at that. So as you can see, it looks 100 times better in my opinion. There's less road grease, and the oven cleaners actually helped us start to strip some of the paint off. But as you can see, everything is looking really nice. Now I did hit this with the hose just to knock all the grease off, but I also hit this with CLR. And if you don't know what CLR is, go buy some. It's a great rust converter. I should say rust remover. I don't think it's a converter, but I used it to just coat the car after I had dabbed it down with a washcloth or a towel, just so that it doesn't flash rust. There's a lot of steel in here that's exposed. So as you can see, guys, once you start stripping this stuff down and taking all the grease off, it definitely looks a lot less overwhelming. I know the engine bay, I'll put a clip in here of the picture of what it looked like before. That looked bad, but all in all, I'm very happy with this. Once this is all stripped down and I pull the fenders off, we should be able to, wrap this up pretty easily, aside from the rust repair that has to be done here. And then need a little rust repair up here on the the water diverter there is what I'm gonna call it. But yeah, guys, shoot it down with some CLR after you're done, and then I'm gonna dab it with a towel because CLR also removes calcium, and if that falls on your concrete, it's gonna screw up your concrete. So I have a nice polished floor in my garage, so I'm gonna go and dab it up. But as the raindrops start falling on my head now, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Till next time, guys, later.